Hello everyone, my name is Rahul Bal. Today we are going to start a new series on VLSI design. This is lecture 1. In this lecture we will cover the importance of VLSI, then what is verification, how to verify and what to verify, then what is coverage, then simulation environment, then we will introduce HDL and its models. First of all we will discuss why we require VLSI. So when you look at the traditional IC flow design, in which we first consider specification and block diagram, then we convert specifications into the truth table, and we simplify the equations using K-map method. Then we convert simplified equations into logic circuit, which then will be converted into transistor level circuit, and finally to the mask layout and further processing towards chip design. But the problem with this scenario is, when a digital circuit having say 40 inputs and 20 outputs will yield a truth table having more than 1 billion combinations, which is too much to handle with the traditional way of design using truth table as a starting point. So for that, instead of using truth table, we'll use hardware description language. Then how we perform verification? First we use specifications for the design entry. Then we convert a design entry into the design model. Now there is a sequence of mm, things we have to follow, in which we interpret the results from the specification using HDL languages like Verilog, System Verilog or VHDL. Then it will result into design entry. Design entry then will get converted into model using RTL coding. We'll discuss RTL coding in detail in our course. Now if you ignore this verification, then it will result in incorrect specifications, which will result in the wrong design. Again, it will create misinterpretation or misunderstanding between the design engineers. It may create unexpected behavior of the system, and bugs in the silicon can be a very can be costly. Now what to verify? There are multiple verification ways. First is functional verification, then timing verification, and performance verification. For example, microprocessor has to execute n instructions per clock cycle. Then we'll verify how many instructions are executed per clock cycle. This is called as performance verification. Then we use simulation based approach for the verification. Then what is coverage? Coverage is nothing but a verification based on the samples. Like, we'll check for how many inputs are injected, whether we are getting outputs from every port. There are again multiple ways in which we can use this coverage. In functional coverage, we focus on inputs and output and ports and the functionality of the circuit. In code coverage, we focus on the execution of code statement wise, then branch wise, how many statements are getting executed in the code, whether the loop we are using in the code is running properly or not, for loop, while loop, and so on. Then we'll check for the conditions. It can be a boolean condition like true or false, and certain expressions will check whether they are working according to our requirement or not. So this is nothing but code coverage. Then we'll discuss simulation environment. It consists of test bench and models. In test bench, we have multiple units like stimulus generator, then design under test, and checker. Stimulus generator is a unit which will generate a stimulus which we have to provide to design under test. DUT unit will generate an output which we have to apply to checker circuit, in which another input will be from the reference model. It will check whether the input is working properly or not, and then in combination with test bench, multiple models in the design will work. This is general architecture of simulation environment. Then we'll see what is HDL. It is specialized computer programming language used to capture the structure, functionality, and the data flow of electronic circuits. The HDL is a textual description consisting of expressions, statements, control structures, and a notion of time to model functionality. Verilog and VHDL are examples of HDL. Functional descriptions of hardware can be developed in HDLs using three different techniques: structural, data flow, and behavioral. In structural, we use built-in primitives which are at the gate level. We use switch level primitives at the transistor level. We use user defined primitives again at the gate level. So this is just example in which we are using two AND gates, one NOT gate and one OR gate, and we are using these inbuilt primitives, gate primitives like NOT, and OR. Here output Y. So this is declaration, output, input, and in between connections are nothing but wire. They are indicated by wire. So PQR are the wire. Inputs are A0, A1, and S0, and output is Y. Then we will use the gates. So for this gate, X, R is the input, and S0 is the R is the output, S0 is the input. For AND gate, P is output, R and A0 are the input, and so on. This is how we use this technique. It is not commonly used except for creating module instances. This is an example of 2:1 mux. Then next we'll discuss data flow model. Data flow models are developed using equations that represent a design. Instead of using gate level primitives like previous case, not and or, we use here equation. Assign the output is equal to S0, then different operators we use in data flow model. In data flow modeling, the conditional expression acts as a switching control. So we use conditional expression as a switching control. Third is behavioral model. The functionality of the design is implemented in terms of algorithmic procedure representing the input to output relationship of design block. Behavioral models are developed using procedural HDL constants. Generally, behavioral model uses the equations as well as sequential blocks like always at the rate. So it combines the data flow models along with some sequential elements which we are going to use repeatedly in the code, like always block. So this always block is used for the clock signal. We will discuss every model of the HDL in detail in our VLSI course in the later lectures. This is introductory lecture. You can register for a webinar on VLSI design, which is on 3rd of May at 2 p.m. In this webinar, we will discuss VHDL, Verilog, digital design concepts, analog design concepts. Then we'll discuss examples with solutions. For registration, you can check our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook channel and Instagram. You can visit our website. Thank you.